Hey everybody, this is Wileen Benson, and today is day 21 of our 21-day challenge, our Lord's Way to Wealth 21-day challenge. And last day, final challenge, final day to help you prepare for that time when you're going to be faced with the trial of your faith and be able to really look to eyes on Christ and prove that he has all that is needed for you to be able to calm any storm. And hopefully you've been able to really internalize everything that you've learned over the last 21 days and be able to step into this new belief that everything is available to you, that you have access to everything that you need, and that Christ is there for you, God is there for you, and that everything you need is available when you need some resources and that support that we all feel like we need when we're in the storm, and that you have the ability with eyes on Christ to get rid of the storm, that the storm doesn't even exist in your world. So today, this last day, I was thinking about what can I give you that would be just absolutely the cherry on top, and this is what it is, to help you be able to uncover some blind spots. Because I know whenever I have read in the scriptures and when I study about Christ's life and his ministry, and he had his apostles around him and disciples around him, he taught in parables because the people weren't really at a level to be able to understand the truths of the kingdom, the truths of heaven that he knew. And so he taught them in parables to be able to help them kind of take that home, ruminate over it, just like plant that seed in your heart, and just see what you can learn from it. And didn't really give them all the answers out up front, but he would just invite them to kind of take that home and think about it and get their own, inspiration on whether it felt true or not. And then also the apostles that were around him, a lot of times they would ask him questions, and they were like, they would ask questions like, why wasn't I able to cast that spirit out? And Jesus said, well, it's because this spirit, this needed to come about by fasting. And so there were things that the apostles didn't know. There were things that the disciples didn't know, that they would go to Jesus to help them understand these things a little bit deeper. And so that's what I wanted to share with you today, is that we all have blind spots. We all have things, beliefs that we really think are true. They feel true. We have some evidence of the truth of them in our past, but we are living our life according to counterfeits. A lot of times, things that look like truth, but they're really not. There's no value whatsoever to them. You think about a $20 bill. If it's a counterfeit $20 bill, it looks like a $20 bill, it smells like a $20 bill, it feels like a $20 bill, but you can't spend it. There's no monetary value associated with that. So a lot of times we live our lives according to those kinds of truths. They look like truth, they smell like truth, they taste like truth, they feel like truth, but in actuality, they are not truth, they are counterfeits. But because we have blind spots, because we've got past evidence or, things that are keeping us stuck in those what we consider truth, our beliefs, then we don't see it. It really takes somebody outside of us to be able to help us see that there's a blind spot or there's a counterfeit that we're living our lives by. So today, I want to give you all the gift, instead of a challenge. I guess it is sort of a challenge because you have to schedule it with me, but I want to give you the gift of some time with me to help you uncover those counterfeits. And it really is important for you to be able to uncover those counterfeits, because we can think we know. I mean, all this information that you've just received, this is all really awesome information, and you can take it in and say, okay, this is enough. I have enough. Now I can move forward and I'm going to be able to calm any storm. But then you move forward and you think you are following through with everything, but for whatever reason, you're still getting blindsided. There's still something that's happening that's sabotaging you from being able to calm that storm. And so because it's not working on your own, then it's good to invite somebody else in to kind of see, okay, what is it that you're missing? And I have a book. It's called The 7 Gateways, Your Map to Integrity in Life and Business. And a lot of you, if you've been following me for a while, you know about that book. Some of you already have purchased that book. It's available on my website. It's also available on lots of other places too, but it is the least expensive on my website, WileenBenson.com. So if you're interested in purchasing the book, you can find it there. I'll just give you that little hint. That's where you can, the least amount of investment if you do that on my website. But in that 7 gateways, I talked to you about the very first gateway is the gateway of faith. And we've talked a lot about faith in this 21-day challenge. There are a ton of counterfeits with regard to faith. And I'm not going to go into that right now. I go into it in detail in my book. And also, if you want to get together with me to do this call that I'm going to be offering, it's called an Uncovering Counterfeits call, then we'll talk about the gateway of faith and all the counterfeits that you're experiencing personally. So I don't need to talk anymore about that. I just wanted to let you know that faith is the foundation for everything. It's the very first gateway. You can't experience abundance without faith. You can't experience prosperity without faith. You can't have a fullness of life without faith in yourself and without faith in God and without faith in other people. So that's my invitation to you today, is to believe and know that there are some counterfeits, there are some blind spots that each one of us have. And I actually just uncovered another one of mine on Monday. It was like a huge one. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe that I never saw this before. So we all have these blind spots. And when you're stuck in a blind spot, or you're living your life according to a counterfeit belief where it looks like truth, feels like truth, but for whatever reason you are not getting the result from it, there's some sort of a blind spot or a counterfeit that you're living that is stopping you from receiving the full benefit of living that truth. So my invitation to you today is to reach out to me personally. And those of you who are already registered, you're going to automatically get a link to schedule this Uncovering Counterfeits call with me on uncovering the counterfeits in the aspect of faith, in the gateway of faith. And so if you have not registered, you can register and you'll automatically get that registration link, or that link to be able to schedule that call with me. Or if you haven't registered and you just, are seeing this for the first time and you're like, I want to have that call with Wileen, then all you have to do is just private message me and I will send you that link in private message. Or even if you just comment below and I'll make sure that you get a link to schedule this call with me. So that's it for today, and that's it for the 21-day challenge. This call with me, this will be an opportunity to maybe have a one-on-one conversation. If what you've learned in this 21-day challenge has been really super amazing, and you're like, I don't want to stop here, I want to continue this learning, then when we get together at that Uncovering Counterfeits call, we can have that conversation of what might be next for you, what might be a good next step for you, and possibly some other things that I offer that might be able to support you in your journey of continuing to prepare yourself so that when you receive that trial of your faith, you have all the tools that you need and you're ready to be able to step fully into believing that you can calm any storm and have an amazing life. So thanks again for joining me over this last 21 days. Look forward to getting together with you on this Uncovering Counterfeits call. Again, private message me or comment below, or register for the 21-day challenge if you'd like that link to be able to do that. And we will talk to you again soon. Thank you.